using that light, calling it out. We're trying to work out what the original want is for it, and officers, we're listening to them right now, and they are worried about cross-traffic. They're worried about that suspect being injured when he makes these dangerous turns like that. Making a turn right now on the Olympic from Santa Fe. So we're working our way out of the Los Angeles area, more into the sheriff's area. And you can see that bike really not doing the performance that we usually see on a motorcycle, moving a little bit slower, but that officer really right up there on his tail. Now that officer could use some kind of bump maneuver if that bike comes to a complete stop, but he won't do that unless he absolutely has to. The original want, we're still working on that. Why are the officers chasing? We don't really know. But this vehicle, this motorcycle, keeps eluding officers this evening as we're working our way now eastbound out of the South Los Angeles area into the East LA area, and this pursuit continues out here south.
Quite a bit. And it's a bigger sized motorcycle. We're in a residential area now, it looks like.
Well, and you make a very good point, Stu, and because we don't know what the original want is, it might very well be a stolen motorcycle if the rider's not very familiar with the bike itself. That may be the case as well. And I don't know if it's just because he's wearing white, we've got the lights on him, but he looks like a big guy for that motorcycle.
He looks like he's wearing a jumpsuit or something. Now he's getting into some traffic.
Whoa!
He hit that car.
He just crashed.
Oh, but he's on his feet. He's on his feet.
Right there behind that building. Now he's trying to run. He's throwing down the helmet, running there behind the building. And just basically the officers just swarming him with the vehicles, but they're continuing to run out. Now he's in the alleyway. Boy, this guy can run. He runs faster than he was running that motorcycle. Look at that, going across the wall right there, over the wall. This guy was just in an accident. There he goes. Those Maywood officers, Southgate officers tackling him to the ground, bringing it to an end right there, subduing that suspect. But wow, that really took off in the end. I'm surprised he wasn't more injured. I am happy that he wasn't. Yeah, officers taking him into custody right now. We'll get some cross streets for you. But again, what a crazy ending right there, and hitting almost a slow speed crash right there. You can see the motorcycle in the roadway spilling fuel. Officers from Southgate basically doing a run. They're saying right now, one in custody and telling the airship thank you for their help. But wow, that ending, this guy really could run at that end there.
I guess he had a lot of adrenaline there, Lena, because he crashed the bike, got up, and didn't even seem to miss a step, and just went running.
Ran faster than he was when he was riding that motorcycle. Actually, we were a little blocked by the buildings. It looked like he might have actually hit the car rather than being hit by a car. But it's good to see this come to an end with no one else hurt, it seems like. Perhaps just the bike rider himself may be injured from that collision. But the good news is he's been taken into custody. No one else hurt. As you know, in the motorcycle pursuit, this could have ended really ugly. But we did see somewhat of a collision. Like I said, I think it looked like he might have hit the car when he came around.
I'll tell you what, I don't think he had control of the motorcycle. I don't think he was using the brake. I think basically he was going around the corners and slowing speed. I don't think he knew how to use the brakes, and that's how he hit that car. And now we have, it looks like it might be a hazmat situation with the gasoline spilled over from the motorcycle tanks, too.
You know, we're actually starting to wonder if there was actually another vehicle involved. There might have been a car in the area. He might have locked up the brakes and just dropped the bike. We're not seeing a car that pulled over after that collision. Obviously, the officers were right there. This was a pursuit. Oh, that may be the vehicle that he collided with right there, because there is a white SUV, and we did get a glimpse of the vehicle. But it seems like very light damage to that car. But that's probably the vehicle that he hit, and he probably just tapped it. But that bike down on the ground, that suspect now in custody. Southgate taking this person into custody off of Guilford out here in the Maywood area.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you drop a bike and you could have really injured yourself, but he somehow landed up on his feet and just ran away, and he is now in custody.
Another one ends the way it's supposed to. Stu Mundell in Sky 9, thanks so much.